one more time, Steve, because the light thing came up, so I might want to.
Perfect. Slow down.
No, I don't know, but.
Jimmy. Okay. Great.
John, the Bears.
So yeah, if you have some questions actually first off, we can do that.
Yeah. Or if you just want to start by introducing yourself.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jeff Fisher.
Sorry.
Oh, you want me to you? Oh, okay. Good. Yeah. Well, I'm Jeff Fisher. I was a member of the 85 Bear team. I was drafted by the Bears in 81. 85 actually was my last year there. I then got into coaching in 86 and coached from 86 through last season. I'm taking the year off, and what better opportunity to take advantage of this and come back and see all teammates and the rest of the staff. It's really quite a treat.
What was it like when you found out that you had
You know, I was traveling. I was out of cell service, and so I actually found out on the internet, and I was a little disappointed that I wasn't invited. I'm like, oh, man, I haven't heard from anybody. Well, I didn't have cell service, so once I got back into cell service, phone started ringing. So I've been thrilled. It's really been, even though we're just kind of getting started, it's going to be too short, having not seen these guys in so long. You know, but it's a great reunion.
And is there anything really special about having a president that's from Chicago?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think this would have ever happened had it not been for our president. Particularly because he, was certainly a Bear fan back then, and I would think he's probably excited to see some of these guys as well. I know they're very, very excited about the opportunity to meet him.
So we've also been taking. Are you?
I just have one question, just to set the stage a little bit for folks that don't know about why. You know, like what happened in 1985?
Right.
What was your guys? Obviously, the nation was struck in mourning.
Yeah,
so it wasn't on the forefront of your minds, but obviously over the years you probably saw other teams.
Right, and well, obviously, typically what happens is after you win a championship, albeit baseball or hockey or college football. By the way, my son was here this spring because he played at Auburn, and I have a picture of him right behind the president as they presented him with his Auburn jersey. So it's kind of neat family-wise to have both of us here. But unfortunately, our country suffered just a horrific tragedy, and just days after we won the Super Bowl, and it was a Challenger disaster, and all focus and attention went to that, and so as a result, the 85 Bears never made it to Washington. So it's just it's just an honor to be here, and we're just very, very excited that the president's willing to put up with us.
Did you think it would ever happen?
I didn't think it would ever happen. It was really never discussed. It wasn't as if, okay, hey, you get to go to D.C., you won the Super Bowl. They usually say you're going to Disneyland, or something like that. But so it really wasn't discussed. So this came as quite a surprise.
Perfect.
And we've been getting a number of questions from Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the NFL since '86, and so I paid closer attention to my teams than I did others. But yeah, of course, I follow Bears. And this year, I've been paying particular attention to what's been going on.
Okay. Is there any in particular Bear player that you would have liked to see play for the Bears to that extent?
Oh, the Bears have a lot of good players. If I mention one guy's name, then it would be unfair to the rest of them. So I'll be political and say, we had a really unique team back in '85, and it'd be neat that at some point here in the future that the Bears will be able to relive that experience and win a championship.
I'm Sean Gale, one of the co-captains on the '85 World Champion Chicago Bears. Happy to be here in Washington at the White House.
What was it like when you learned the news and you coming to the White House? Did you expect it?
No, after all this time, it's been in the back of all of our minds, but nobody really thought it was ever going to happen. So when we got that email, it's pretty exciting.
Is it particularly special given that the president compliments?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to understand, Chicago is such a special place. The fans, the expectation of the sports teams, and when you know that the president is there and he's a real big fan of all the sports teams, and then when you hear from him, basically that you're coming to see him at the White House, it's all the more special, especially after all these years.
And some people don't really know why the delay happened, why it took so long to get you here. Can you tell that story? What was it like?
Traditionally, when a team wins a Super Bowl, there's a small window of time that passes. There's all these different celebrations in the city. Guys leave, they go home, they see their families and things of that nature, and then they wait for the visit for the White House. And when we went in for the 85 season, starting in 86, they had that tragedy, the space shuttle blowing up. That kind of put things in a different perspective. Right? They changed the agenda, and we really never heard from the White House. Time goes by, the next team wins the Super Bowl, the next team, and never had a chance to come back and give us that opportunity. But now that the president's there, our president, we're here, and it's great. I mean, the guys are loving it.
Question?
Sure. So we've been getting a bunch of questions from Facebook and Twitter. People have been using a hashtag and sharing a lot of memories. Steve, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, says, what's your favorite 85 Bears memory?
If you could restate, the question you're answering, like my favorite 85.
Oh, yeah. My favorite 85 Bear memory. I'd have to go back and say when we beat the Dallas Cowboys. At that time, the Cowboys, they were still considered America's team. Our head coach at the time, Mike Ditka, was an assistant at one time on that staff. So when we played the Cowboys, and we were so dominant, winning that game 44-0, I think the nation already knew we had a good team, but they didn't know that we were that good. I don't think we knew we were that good.
Perfect.
All right.
So I'm gonna hold this up like that. You're taller than me.
I'm sure y'all all ready then, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
So you can actually look at me
Okay.
when you're responding to questions.
I've done this before. Say my first rodeo.
You're pro. You're
I
pro.
don't think so. Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
There you go.
So what was it like when you heard the news and you found out that this was the year?
Well, actually, I only found out about 3 weeks ago. And I was excited, elated, and it actually completes the circle because, winning the Super Bowl and getting all the accolades that go along with it, and then not having the opportunity, to make it, and 25 years later, you're finally able to complete the circle. So it's a good feeling because I was just telling her, I've been here many a times, but I never saw it from the inside. So this is just a great thrill, and to see an individual, meaning President Obama, go from up the ladder from an activist all the way through his career and worked out with him at these bank clubs, and now finally his life changes and he's gone. I mean, it's a whole lot of emotions because when you know somebody personally, you have a warm feeling for him anyway, and then being able to get invited 25 years or 26 years later, it's a thrill. I've only had a few moments in my life, whether it's your kids being born, this ranks up there with them.
And what's it like having the whole team back together?
Well, it's always like you get thrown back into the locker room and you pick up where you left off at. It's like little kids. I mean, on the ride over on the plane and then on the bus, it's like deja vu. And you just start acting like you used to act, and a little older now, a little more mature, but it's always a great moment because one thing you experience, being an athlete, the locker room. That's just something you do, you've done all your life, and it's good to be with your brothers for life.
Yeah, I think so. So, can you just bring us back to 1985? You guys just won the Super Bowl. Obviously, you're feeling top of the world. there was a lot of people don't know why this was so delayed. Can you just tell everyone?
Okay. Well, number one, being touted as one of the most dominating defenses back in '85, being 18-1, only losing one game to Miami, that was a great season. I mean, we had a great bunch of characters, which a lot of them are not here, and a lot of them are here. And just to go through that whole struggle and win the season, and you're on top of the world, and then the space shuttle, kind of blew up and kind of threw a damper on the things. And I guess Reagan was in office at that time, so we never really got the opportunity. So 25 years later, and have a guy from Chicago, President Obama in there, it's only fitting that the most fierce defense in NFL history will get to see a Chicago guy. So I'm excited, and again, it's always exciting to be with your buddies. So I mean, you just can't say anything other than it was a great year, a great season. We didn't get that opportunity, but now we have that opportunity.
So I'm going to turn it over to Laura, who has a question from Facebook.
Yeah, online audience gets asked questions.
What is
Yeah, that's
that?
right.
I'm just teasing.
So I don't know if you know, but a lot of people are following you on Twitter today. So someone asked you, in particular, from Steve from Memphis, Tennessee, what was your favorite 85 Bears memories? I'm going to say thanks, Steve.
My 85 memory was a guy named Matt Suey, running back, our famous running back. No, I'm just teasing. He was just standing behind me. But probably my most memorable moment was the Dallas game when we beat Dallas 44-0. I had 3.5 sacks and put Danny White out of the game. I didn't mean to put him out of the game, but after that last sack, he went out of the game, and it was just phenomenal. I mean, it just really started snowballing. I think after that game, we shut 3 teams out, and we held them less to total offense of 100 yards. And for people that don't know what that means, most offenses, you get 100 yards rushing, 100 yards passing. We held them to 50 yards rushing and 50 yards passing for 3 weekends in a row. So it all started with that 44-0 shellacking to the Cowboys.
So one more question. Sherry Burnett from Chicago asks, if you could have one player from the current roster of the Chicago Bears team currently, who would it be?
If I could have one guy from the current roster today, I would take Brian Urlacher. I'm a defensive guy, and I'm a linebacker, and defense wins Super Bowls, offense wins games.
Perfect.
Good answer.
Thank you, sir.
The Grand Imperial.
Right there, yes, that's the move. Here we go.
What's the move?
That's arms spread out. Again, come on. Yes.
There we go, baby.
Makes your stomach look too big. Give me your shoulders.
There you go. What's up, baby?
It's nice to get the troops together to come here.
Well, Laura's going to ask us a few questions, and you can answer her. We're just going to won't take too much of your time, sir. Thank you.
So, just in general, what's it like being here today? Did you actually think that this was going to happen?
Well, one, I'd been to the White House once with Bill Clinton, but didn't really get a tour. I kind of just hung out in the Oval Office. But to see some of the great artwork and to get an opportunity to come back here with, with all my teammates and 25 years ago, almost 30, and to just going in the Hall of Fame took a while, but it took us a while to come here too. But more important, to get a chance to come here and visit the president, somebody I knew way before he became president. It's just, to get here and to be here on his time is very special to me.
So, can you kind of describe to the audience and everyone kind of what happened in '85 and why you weren't able to come to the White House?
Well, right after the Super Bowl, when the space shuttles blew up, and At that time, it was, quite a bit of enjoyment. When our other coaches, Buddy Ryan, was going to the Eagles, and I was heading to Hawaii, and, the celebration of winning it, and yet, we send some of our people to space that didn't make it and didn't make it back. And, things just kind of went the opposite direction to where you had a city that was so enjoyable. We've been 20 years before they had won a Super Bowl, and yet, we were trying to have that enjoyment, but yet take time to, 7, 8 people will go to space and not make it back. The country was in a little distress at that moment, but still enjoyment in Chicago.
And what was one of your proudest moments coming out of '85, other than the Super Bowl?
My proudest moment probably were, getting the Super Bowl MVP, because I wasn't making no more than about 80 grand, so it gave me an opportunity to ask for more money. Being a 7th-round pick and nobody knew anything of, and to kind of come from nowhere, like our president came from nowhere. I can recall working out with him back in Chicago at the club, and I tell kids this all the time. I can remember when he had lost his race against Bobby Rush, and yet he didn't know what his next step was. And less than 2.5 years, and U.S. Senator, and yet he become president. You never know your time, but I think it's, as long as you keep your ears on the ground and you're aware of what's going on around you, you never know when your calling is going to be called upon.
And we've had a lot of questions come in from Twitter from Chicago Bears fans. And they've been asking a lot about Super Bowl Shuffle, of course. Are you seeing that again today, possibly?
Sack man's? My line was like, the sack man's coming, I'm the man done. But no, we probably won't be doing that. I don't think the president have enough time for that. But yeah, give him a couple things that he enjoyed the Bears during that time, and it's such an honor to really be here on his time, on his dime, and like I said, I just went in the Hall of Fame just a month ago, and to be here when a guy that and now he became president, and to be here to acknowledge my '85 Bears is just huge. It's very huge. Big moment in my life.
That's great.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Much.
Yeah. Soak it up before you go outside.
Oh, I know. It's so good.
Through the air. Yes.
It's falling, Brett. That is. I'm always falling apart.
Thank you.
And we are rolling.
Sir, if you could please just introduce yourself real quick and tell us what we are doing here today.
Hi, I'm Jim McMahon. I'm a member of the 1985 World Champion Chicago Bears, and we're finally here at the White House after 26 years. Thank God we got an Illinois guy in the White House to finally honor us, but it's been a great day so far, and it was great to see all my old teammates.
Do you guys keep up a bit? I know you guys probably, some of you, maybe if you live in Chicago or passing through Chicago, I know a lot of the guys are saying they're still there.
Well, a lot of guys still live in Chi-Town, but I myself have moved out, as a lot of other guys have, but just taking this plane ride that we took in this morning from Chicago with all the guys on the plane, it was like we were going to play somebody this weekend, and that's how our team is. I mean, it's like we just left the locker room yesterday. We're very close, a bunch of great guys, and we still have a blast.
So talk a little bit about this event. I mean, obviously it's tough to picture in your head a bit, you know, what a visit to the White House is going to be like. You see it from the outside so much, but what has the day been like for you?
Well, I was fortunate enough to come here in '96 with the Packers, so you know, I went through all the, you know, the little tour and stuff. So today I skipped the tour and just sat by the bar. So it's been a good day.
And tell me a little bit about, like, did you think this day would come for the '85 Bears? I mean, I know that the tragedy of the Space Shuttle Challenger kind of left the country in a bit of mourning, so it wasn't a time for really Reagan to receive you.
I understand why, you know, we got nixed back then, but you know, there's got to be a day or two. In these last 26 years, they could have, you know, snuck us in, but I'm glad it's finally this team's finally getting recognized for what we did on the field, and you know, we were a great bunch of guys, and we had a lot of fun. We won a lot of football games. Unfortunately, only one Super Bowl, but we had a blast for, you know, 5 straight years when we won our division.
Was it kind of fun for you to meet the president here today?
I was telling him earlier, I said I was actually at one of his first fundraisers in Chicago. It was myself and about 12 Greek guys in a Greek restaurant, and he remembered it. So it was a lot of fun. Great to be out here. Great to see my teammates again, and finally get the recognition that they deserve.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very
perfect.
Gets posted. No, I think we're action shot.
Screenshot. You'll be
It should
able
go
to...
on the front page of the White House website. Oh, I got my green socks on. I didn't have any black ones.
That's my brother Mike right there.
Your brother Mike. Come on, Mike.
He gets in the picture.
Yeah, Mike. Come on. You take that camera from Mike there. Jump on in here, Mike.
He's a ranger too. So.
Oh yeah, can I get in as a ranger?
Yeah,
3 rangers? Okay. Hey, Bill, 3 rangers together?
3 rangers.
Come on, go ahead. And then you got just
They all lost, and I'm getting them home.
Come on, Justin. Come on, Otis. Got you.
Come on.
32 years government service meals. You're a ranger station.
You got it. I'm going to let go. Make sure you got it. Don't let it go.
Oh.
Oh.
It's kind of heavy.
Got him. Got him on. Richard Dunn, here's a couple of them.
Okay. Come on over. Take a picture.
You guys, it's kind of heavy. Just like I get to say that.
There's no turning. You can find space, really.
And then we'll get some photos of you and Richard.
That's a beautiful ring.
That's the Hall of Fame right there.
I know.
All the individuals or doubles, whatever.
It's heavy, so. Okay.
You got it? It's yours. It's in your hand. You the missus? Good. Nice to meet you too there. All right, good there. You got it. Go on the other side, Ty.
You guys are
Okay. Oh, wow.
Not like the Stanley Cup. That thing's all beat up, the Stanley Cup game. It's got all kinds of things.
Yeah, they got those too young, and they better beat them just because they're more talented. They're better offensively.
Yeah, whatever's
It's a strong.
That's where you've been lifting weights.
Charlie got so mad at me for that. Right. Appreciate that.
I got it.
Me, I want to see. He said he was maxing. I want to make sure we get this lie that he had. On film.
Oh, no, it's no lie. It's no lie.
You come up close. This video. Yeah. So.
We're being kicked out of here.
Nah, my guy's soldier, man.
Hurry up.
Okay, hold it, Will.
What you got there? Quick. Last shot.
We got a guy.
Okay, yeah. Come on, get him over.
No.
It's in the center. Come on up, partner.
His name.
Oh, get my man here. Come on up, my man.
It's right here. Manual.
Sir, can you tell me in the camera what you got right here?
We have the world's best ever team Super Bowl trophy. Not just the Super Bowl trophy, but the team best ever won a Super Bowl, ever played in a Super Bowl. In every form and fashion in life, they get it real right here. Up close now. Feel that. Feel that. Everybody, thank you, baby. You're good.